Alright, kind of a casual response to a couple of videos because I just don't have time to be whatever because it's nice outside and there's things to do. So anyway, Nick the Modern Mystic, and this will be my last, part 4 reply to how the world works, the economic stuff, and other in sundry videos. This whole economics thing. Anyway, so Nick has posted a pretty entertaining video. Star Trek meets Lord Buckavator. It's just a weird. Anyway, like I said, it's entertaining, but it doesn't really. No, our economy is not the Kama Rishi Rui thing or whatever. It's not a no-win situation. There's a way to win. There was a way to win 9/11. Okay, we chose to lose 9/11 instead of turning it into something that might have done where we could have progressed in the world. We decided to regress, and it's just in the same situation we're facing it right now. Is this whole economic capitalism mistake thing. And Obama doesn't have to fail, but he's choosing to fail, and that's all it is. This whole debt thing, that's all it is. It's a debt crisis. It's not a credit crisis, it's a debt crisis. All right, so what do? You declare bankruptcy is what you do, and you tell the stupid, dumb creditors, well, you made a mistake, okay? You lent money to the wrong people in the wrong circumstance, and you effing lose. It's that simple. It's even simpler when you look at how wealth is consolidated over the last 70 or 80 years, and the equation becomes kind of simple. Yeah, let's just rebalance the books. Let's just start over, and let's find a 10-year or 15-year plan to do that. A way that doesn't completely annihilate people, but puts people in their place and says, yes, we're going to start valuing work in this country, and we're not going to play the game anymore. The stupid, idiotic, make money on your money game. No, you actually do productive work. All right, you're not going to get paid to be a shyster or a middleman or some other bullshit. We're going to try to make the economy efficient, not inefficient. These things aren't that complicated. It's like our democracy. It's the idea is to have people's ideology represented, and we don't do that very well. And there's little things that we can do to fix that, and we don't do them. And so anyway, yes, Obama made promises to get elected, but he could do anything. Once he's in office, he can change the agenda. He could do all kinds of things. And yes, he's choosing to do the status quo, dumb political expedient nonsense. And it's going to fail. It's no chance that borrowing more money is going to solve this problem. So Nick's right in that sense, but I think he's wrong in making it seem like there's no way out of this. There's no possible way we can retain what we have. And find some smooth way to gracefully glide to a different kind of system. And I think there is. It just takes somebody with the power or the charisma to sell it. But it can be done. But the objective's got to be to create that solution, to create a more balanced economy. And as long as there's special interests deciding that no, we have to still preserve the rich, and we still have to defend the bullshit capitalist system that got us into this mess. So let's get on to this free market stuff, because that's what this stupid how the world works guy is obsessed with. Free markets don't work. It's quite obvious that a civilized human in the United States of America cannot compete with a Chinese person who's going to get paid $2 a day. It's impossible, okay? It's impractical, it's nonsense. And as soon as we bent our economy like that and decided, well, the only work we're going to have in this country is whatever work you can get from some person who's gleaned huge profits off the cheap labor in China, we create a non-economy. Our economy is just a servant's economy, service to the people who have money. And a lot of those people inherited it. It's legacy wealth. It's old fucking money. It's not new money, or it's money made out of some capitalist advantage, some copyright bullshit that should have expired 20 years ago, like Bill Gates' goddamn ownership of the goddamn infrastructure. We didn't let that Bernards-Lee guy patent HTML. the foundation of the World Wide Web, because it would be stupid. And we shouldn't have let somebody own for in perpetuity what's basically the foundation of a computer operating system, which basically all it has to do is communicate with the chips and the disk drives, across a motherboard and input-output devices. I mean, this is not something that should be worth $1 trillion. This is just such bullshit that we sit there, we sabotage ourselves with stupid, really fucking stupid policy because these little jackasses getting their notion to some idea of freedom, and freedom means I can be a maniacal billionaire. You don't need the freedom to be a maniacal billionaire. You don't need the freedom to inherit your life. You don't need the freedom to have a birthright. These aren't freedoms we need. These aren't freedoms we should have any desire to. We shouldn't want this world. We should want a world that's based on fairness, and a world that praises and prizes above all else earning your way, being truly productive. Not oh, here I have $500,000 to throw over here. I mean, that's not earning your keep. Deciding where you're going to throw $500,000 is not earning it. It's just bullshit. And anyway, so I mean, how the world works. He talks like, oh yeah, there's no landfill problems. There's no problem getting rid of garbage. We can just throw it all anywhere. Just dig a hole and put it in the ground, right? And it's oh yeah, we have this special compacting technology now. Yeah, right. Sure. The more you compact it with garbage, the longer it takes for it to decompose. So it becomes even more of a menace in the future. But there's not too many places you can dump garbage where it's not going to be a threat to this biosphere that we have to live on, and it's eventual threat. And you made some comment about how New York is shipping its garbage to New Jersey. Well, New Jersey is shipping its garbage to Pennsylvania, and then Pennsylvania is shipping its garbage to the coast of Africa. I mean, we've had funny, stupid stories about barges of garbage going, sailing all across the world's oceans, okay, because people don't want it. I mean, there was some barge in New York that had been to Louisiana, had been to South America, had been all over the frickin' world. A barge of garbage has gone on a world tour. So get real. This isn't a non-problem, it's a real problem. You're not spending money on the long term. I mean, again, free markets don't work if you want an efficient fucking human civilization. If you want to do what's in the long-term interest of human beings, there has to be some sort of intelligent policy that requires that. Because guess what? As individuals, we're gonna live on the short term because we can't. It's hard to invest in something we can't see as being our problem. It's like buying insurance or something else. We'll buy it, give me the 20-year insurance, the 20-year flood insurance. Don't give me the 30-year in flood insurance because I'm only going to live 20 years, I think. I mean, that's the nature of human beings, and that nature has to be augmented with fucking rational and decent policy. I mean, we all know if there was no laws, we'd speed a little too much, and we'd eat a little too much, and we'll do this a little too much, and we'd cheat a little too much. We'd take risks with other people's welfare. It's really easy to do that, damn it, and you goddamn know it. And so free markets don't work because we're not as subjective, selfish beasts, able to live for society and not for ourselves. Okay, we don't have enough discipline on our own, and it's not a hard concession to make. It's quite obvious. All right, I mean, it's just, you don't have to be an evil person. Just, come on. Even the best of us are corruptible. All right, and it's just a lie to sit there and have this stupid pretense that humanity will show its true colors if we give it this free market, that they'll all behave correctly. No, we know what they're going to do. They'll invest in the short run, in the self-interest. Nepotism rules right now. I mean, people can't even control that stupid policy. The whole idea of a birthright, how ludicrous is that? Birthright. What, can't people, I mean, doesn't, birthright, do you understand what I'm saying? Does that make any sense to you? Should civilized creatures retain a concept like birthright? Come on. I mean, if you can get that slavery is wrong, you've got to be able to get that birthright is wrong. I mean, this isn't even a hard, challenging issue or question. And it's in our economic interest to put incentive carrots in front of the people that do the productive work. And it's in our rational interest to have limitations on what we will compete with. We won't compete with slavery. We won't compete with exploitation of excess populations. I mean, it's just obvious that you can't do that and remain civilized. And so this is all, the bottom line is this is fixable. All it requires to fix it is letting go of this entitlement, this birthright goddamn economy. This I own it because, you know, my parents made it or my ancestor stepped on it first. You're like a bunch of idiots thinking, well, if I put the first, you know, flag on the moon, I own it. Come on, grow up. So anyway, enough said. I mean, there's no point in arguing with people. And, you know, if I suggested, like, oh yeah, we should increase the inheritance tax by 70%, this asshole would play